This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
As of last night, we hit all of our subscriber goals for the month of November. Thanks for the money, dummies. I really do need the help right now. Please tip me.
And the reason being is because right now, financially, I'm broke. I mean that. I'm broke.
Really?
What happened is, over the summer, YouTube ad revenues plummeted for me because they took away my ads for 3 weeks. Then I changed my video format to longer videos. And it took quite a long time for my YouTube channel to kind of get back on its own feet. So I've been kind of behind on money ever since then. Now, in addition to that, as you guys know, I left my partnership on YouTube with Curse, so that made it so that my money was kind of not only decreased but staggered as well when I get paid. I used to get paid on the 10th of every month. Now I get paid on the 20th or later for YouTube. Now, in addition to all of that, Twitch, you know, has been my main source of income for the past, you know, many months. Since the summer, basically, Twitch has taken over as my main source of income. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Twitch has been great, but Twitch doesn't pay me until like the 15th of the month, usually. And right now I'm in a pickle because almost all my bills clear before then. Like, almost every single bill that I pay in the month clears between the 1st and the 13th. And it's really annoying because basically the way that I had things set up previously worked, because my payments would come in and it's in tune with all of my bills and everything. Now they don't. Now I get all my payments around the same exact time of the month, but then all my bills come through before.
And I'm like, shit, the money's not here yet. I need money. Well, I need money. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
And this is what happened to me this week. All my bills came due. Twitch didn't pay me yet. And so I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Now I have no money.
I'm not your parent. Little sensitive sissy ninny. Little special snowflakes who've been pet and, you know, protected by their parents all their lives.
You know? So this sucks. It really does. It's no one's fault.
It's Tevin's fault. And that's absolutely correct, Android. You're right that if someone is illegally restreaming my stream, those are my views. You're right, they are. And hilarious that I do this for a living, right? And I make way more money than Tevin, even though I have way less viewers. Let's think about that for a second.
It's just a shitty situation with all the stuff that changed over the last few months in regards to the YouTube situation and everything that, you know, I'm in a tough time right now. I am, alright? So, if you want to help me out the most today, alright, the best way that you can help me is tipping me.
No. And then your people, Phil's a toxic streamer. No, you actually you tried to make me look like that.
Okay, I received an anonymous dollar tip. And they said, in regards to Fallout 76 and Battlefield 5, you can just say you don't want to play a game. In fact, it's probably better to do that than search for reasons not to play a game or try to make a poll come out negative for it. Number one, I never tried to make any poll come out negative for anything. I just put up polls to try to get public opinion, as I've explained many times. Number two, there's nothing about, oh, you have to find reasons to not play them because you don't want to play them. The reason I don't want to play them is because of reasons. I didn't wake up one morning and say, I just don't want to play Fallout 76, so fuck it. Let me try to find 25 excuses not to play it. No, the reasons I don't want to play Fallout 76 are the things that I've stated. It's a co-op only game. That's the whole concept of it. Playing it solo probably isn't fun at all based on the way they designed it. It's going to be a game that has the gimmick of co-op, much like Destiny 2, The Division, and many other games. It'll be fun for a few sessions, like Destiny 2 was last year, and then after 3 sessions, I'll hate the game or be bored with it and not want to ever play it again. So why spend $60 on it, you know? I'm not going to sit here and say, like, a lot of people have also criticized the game and said, oh, the shooting's not as good as Fallout 4, and it's the same assets of Fallout 4 and all that. I'm not going to criticize that because I haven't played the game to actually have those as valid criticisms, but the core premise of the game is something I'm not interested in. I don't want to just sit here and play a co-op only game.
When you have no life, when you have nothing positive going on for you, You take that time that you have nothing to do with, and you spend it doing negative shit instead. So instead of going out and seeking friends or hobbies or significant other, these people prefer to just sit and be miserable at home constantly and do negative shit to people on the internet. You know, it's pathetic and it's sad in a lot of ways, but that's life for some people, I guess.
I want to play a real fun Fallout game, and it doesn't seem like that's what this experience is. So why waste $60 on it for something I'm only going to play a few times? You know what I mean? Plus, I'm already playing a million other games. It was the same thing with Battlefield 5. I hated the beta. I played the beta, and I was so fucking bored with it. I thought it was such a terrible, terrible attempt for them to say that they were making a new game, when in reality, this definitely was Battlefield 1 with a new skin on it. That's why I'm really not interested in playing it. It's not that I'm trying to find a poll to fucking justify it.
I know you're lying.
You know? But it's like I said, sometimes my polls will actually influence me. So here's a perfect example with Battlefield 5. If I put out a poll asking, should I play Battlefield 5? Alright? And if the poll said 95% yes, you should be playing Battlefield 5, what are you, crazy if you're not? Then maybe I would have been more skewed towards playing it. But the poll's pretty much split, where it's like kind of 50% of the people are saying don't play it, and 50% of the people are saying play it, or whatever. I'm like, well, if that's the case, then obviously there's really even not that much demand to even see it. So why the hell am I gonna fucking buy this game and you know, be bored with it? There's no point, you know. So that's where I get my reasoning. It's, you know, I swear to God, people just like,
man, I'm stupid. I bought into a gimmick because I'm stupid.
They flip out over this shit. Oh my God, Phil held a poll on his Twitter and he didn't listen exactly to what the results said. Why'd he even hold the poll? Oh my God. People just look for reasons to complain. I mean, seriously. You gotta realize that I'm going to have to probably not play every game, okay? This is just being realistic here. This is 2018, and in 2018, there's many things going on. I have a life outside of streaming.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
And even though a lot of the times that life takes a backseat to me sitting here and streaming with you guys, because this is how I make my money, it still has to sometimes take priority. I have to have a day a week where I can spend it with my girlfriend. You know what I mean? I just have to have it for peace of mind and to have a healthy life and a healthy relationship. It has to happen. I can't be here every single day, all fucking day long. Okay? I just can't. Hodor Targ cheered, and it's when I read something like this, it's hard to see if this guy's being serious or not, or if he's trying to be facetious. I'm gonna read what he said. Let's see what you guys think. He says, sad to hear that Twitch forgot to pay you. Now, I never even said that. That's not what happened at all. But, you know, he's spinning it in a way to make it sound silly. Can you describe a little bit how tough it is living paycheck to paycheck? Even though I'm a poor student, I still got financial reserves. People don't realize adults like you who make decent money have tons of financial obligations which drag them down. Yeah. The bottom line is, even though I make good money...
And so now I can just turn on a webcam and immediately guys just throw me money with zero effort. And obviously it's not even quality, it's just exploiting, right? It's exploitation is the real word for it, I guess.
That money immediately goes out to everything. Like, and this year has been rough for me because this year, financially, things kind of went sour. And it's not like, for example, I wasn't making good money. It was everything else. Like, all the credit card companies who I have credit cards with doubled their minimum payments. Because if you guys didn't hear in the news, because of everything going on in the government and everything, I definitely don't want to get into political discussion here. But basically, interest rates went up this year. So all credit card rates went up. And credit card companies freaked and said, oh shit, we've got to make sure that people are paying enough to pay down their credit cards. So basically, all my minimum payments doubled on my credit cards this year.
What?
So I'm not even exaggerating here. Probably more than $1,000 a month that I used to make, that used to be, save this goes towards taxes, or this goes towards a fund if I need money for something, is now blown frivolously on credit card payments.
Obviously.
And there's nothing I can do about that. I don't have money to pay off my credit cards. So, this is money that I used to easily have flexibility, and it's gone. Just gone, like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. All of my taxes went up this year. Not my income tax, but everything else. Property tax and the like, everything went up this year.
$1 a month actually helps and adds up, all right? As little as $1 helps, okay? Ayúdame, por favor. Es muy importante. I need your help. I still need your help. I'm gonna need your guys' help. I really am. I'm gonna need your support. I need it. Pledge today.
A lot of stuff went up. Insurance. My insurance payments all went up this year. There's things behind the scenes that you guys don't realize. Especially, let me put it this way. If you guys are young, okay? If you guys are young, enjoy it. Because when I was young, I had very little financial obligations anywhere. You know, whatever money I made pretty much got saved up for whatever I wanted to spend it on. If I wanted to go on a trip to go play Street Fighter, I would go fly across the country and go play Street Fighter in a tournament.
I myself am a former pro fighting game player. I am a former professional fighting game player in the capacity, not that I did it for a living. I was a high-level tournament player, 4th place at EVO, top player of Street Fighter 2 that year overall in the country. And then after that, years I had won, qualifiers, various qualifiers for EVO, and, done pretty good in tournaments overall in Street Fighter 2 over the years.
If I wanted to save up to buy something nice for myself, a game system, clothes, whatever, I had the capability of doing that. I don't even have that anymore. Like, it's funny because some people, they watch a stream and they'll be like a really good stream where people are very positive and contributing a lot. Wow, Phil just made a ton of money and this is amazing. He's going to go out and really, treat himself for the holidays. Like, no, that goes right towards my bills. And, that's just the situation I'm in, Now, behind the scenes, I am trying a few things to see if I can make things better. Because right now, as you guys know, I don't really bother you with my financial stuff these days. Last year, this seemed like the whole fucking year was just financials, and I don't want to bother you in 2018 with that kind of shit constantly. So I haven't really talked about it recently. But we're coming towards the end of the year here, and I basically am in a really tough situation where I don't have money for taxes.
That's your fault. You're the one who created that economic situation. That's your fault. You created that business model. You created a flawed business model, and now you're saying there's nothing you could do about it? No, it's your business. You created the monster, you unleashed the monster, and now your complaint is, well, the monster's too powerful to control. Well, fuck you. That's your fault. You're the one who's causing the problem here. You. Yes, you. I don't know how you can't see that you're the problem. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. That was my depression. It's Tevin's fault.
And I'm basically trying to do a few things to see if there's something I can do about that. Whether it means borrowing more fucking money or refinancing or doing things behind the scenes here,
But it's tough. It really is tough. Like right now, I'm being honest with you guys. I have no money. My bank account is empty. Unbelievable.
And I don't have money in there again until Twitch pays me. Twitch did not pay me late. Twitch usually pays me around the 15th of the month. It's like I said, it used to be all my payments came in early in the month. I used to get Patreon, I used to get YouTube, and everything would come in within 3 or 4 days at the beginning of the month. YouTube usually came in around the 10th of the month. So all my payments would come at the beginning of the month. Now this year, my Patreon declined dramatically because I made a focus on streaming, not on Patreon. So I used to make a certain amount on Patreon. I make about half as much now. So number one, that's a massive decline right there of money that I used to get early in the month. I don't. Now YouTube's paying me late in the month. They're paying me like the 20th or 25th or something when they used to pay me on the 10th. So all the money's coming in much later than it used to, but all my bills are due the same time. So it's screwing me over when it comes to timing. It's not the money, it's the timing of the money that screws me over. And the thing that really gets me about all of this, okay, is the fact that overdrafting in a bank account destroys you. Every time my bank account gets overdrafted, it's a $35 fee. And already I can tell you, it's probably happened about twice already this month. So, just think about that. That adds up, If it happens, a bunch of times, you're talking hundreds of dollars of fees. And I just don't have the money for it. You know what I mean? Like, even though I could be making good money, which I am, I owe it all to other people. So it immediately comes in and goes right the fuck back out. And it sucks. It could really feel sometimes like there's a weight on my shoulders that, how am I ever going to get out of this situation?
I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. And I love it. I love doing this for a living.
And it sucks because sometimes when it looks like I'm doing good, then all of a sudden something else happens, right? Last year in particular, things were looking great, and then we had the whole tax situation with the state. That screwed me over. That cost me, no lie, by the time that was done, the whole state taxes situation that was fucked up, probably cost me about $5,000, out of nowhere, by the end of it. Because, basically, it was so bad, man. It was just like, not only did I have to figure out how to pay the state taxes, then I had to pay the fucking accountant so much money. He billed me so much money for his work. It was insane. And guess where that went? Right onto the credit cards. Because I didn't have $5,000 lying around, so it went right to the credit card. See what I mean? If you're young, enjoy it. Seriously. Enjoy the life you have. Enjoy the freedom before you get tied down in all kinds of financial shit. You know, and just do the most with your young life while you can before you get tied up in all this kind of crap. Alright?
Name is Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler. You want a trip? I'll bring it to ya. Right, rockin' a coke, cock, blockin' like a working out now. Meet Wad, get the money, see? Meet Wad, get the honeys, G. Driving in my car, looking like a star. I see fingers in my toes and I'm a toss. Yo, check it, yo. Cause we are the Aqua Teens, make the homies wanna low and the girls wanna scream. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, #1 in the hood, G. Yeah.
Tazariel cheered. He says, dude, get rid of your condo. Stop saying you can't. You absolutely can't. Taking a bath and losing on it is better than just paying for it and for nothing. Wrong. Absolutely wrong, Tazariel. So here's the deal with the condo in Connecticut. I can't get rid of it. I still owe around $100,000 on it.
Okay, where's the evidence? Present evidence of what you're saying.
Yeah, at the most I could sell for it is around 60. I don't have $40,000 to pay off the rest of the mortgage. Okay, I don't. So legally I can't do that. If I were to just stop paying the mortgage, okay, it could probably take years, and I mean years, for them to say, the bank say, oh, he's not paying it, let's foreclose on it and try to take this condo from him. This would be years of them destroying my credit. And by the way, my credit would then probably be destroyed for about 8 years after that. Meaning if I ever needed credit for anything, I don't have it. And by the way, if my credit tanked, all my credit cards and everyone would probably cancel them. So that's stuff, liquidity that I need in order to operate the business that I wouldn't have anymore because everything would be canceled. I wouldn't have and be able to use any kind of credit whatsoever. So it would ruin me financially if I were to just stop paying the condo. Oh, by the way, in addition, if I were somehow by some miracle be able to sell the condo, let's say I convinced my mortgage company somehow to take $60,000 for something that I owe $100,000 on. Guess what? They tax that like income. So let's say I sold that condo for $60,000 and I just use it to pay the mortgage and we're done. Guess what? I would then, later on that year, have to pay money as if I made $60,000 profit. So yeah, that would be considered $60,000 extra income on top of what I made that year. Can you imagine the additional taxes I would owe the federal government for that? And by the way, that's money I wouldn't have, because the money would go right to pay the mortgage off. It's not like I would have $60,000 in my pocket, yet the government would still charge me taxes on that, like I made profit when I didn't. So I am completely 100% stuck with that fucking condo, and can't get rid of it, okay, at all. And it sucks. It's a shitty situation, okay? Basically, the way I see it now, I've now owned that condo for about 10 years. I bought it in 2009. So now when I make my mortgage payments, it's going to start going more towards the principal than the interest, okay? A lot of you have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's okay. But basically, in the next few years, the more I pay that condo, the more it's going to pay down what I owe. And I'm hoping within, say, 5 to 8 more years, I'll finally have paid it off enough that now I can sell it for the equal amount and get rid of it, okay? I hope. I really fucking hope. So we'll see, alright? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But no, there's nothing I can do with that condo, and anyone who thinks I can, you're basically incredibly uninformed, and you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Alright, Hodar Tark cheered. He says, in no way did I mean to be any kind of a spin doctor, okay? Alright, well, fair enough. He says, I thought, you get money in the middle of the month, and Twitch is just late in a rare instance. I mean, they're not late at all. Like I said, they're not late, at all. So, it's not an issue of, oh, they're late or anything like that. It's an issue of, basically, since all of my money that comes in changed since the summer, because like I said, I'm not partnered with Curse anymore. When I would get paid around the 10th of the month. That now doesn't happen. Now I get paid later in the month from YouTube. So that was one major payment that I used to get. That used to be earlier. That's much later. Oh, by the way, that payment when it comes in is way less now because YouTube revenue has really, bottomed out ever since the summer when all that crap happened to my YouTube channel. So it's like a double whammy. Not only am I getting paid later, I'm getting paid less.
I think my morals are what make me an easy target in a lot of ways. I'm serious about that. Like, I do. I think that my morals have held me back from further success over the years. That's all just white noise. You know what I mean? It's just white noise.
And I haven't recovered from that. I'm not even into a set schedule that works right now where, all my bills are clearing properly. No, every month I'm basically, you guys are contributing, and as tips and stuff come in, I'm shuffling money around to my bank account, and I'm shuffling money here and there to try to get money into position to pay everything, and it hasn't evened out yet, Quite frankly, I don't know if and when it will, without me doing some other kind of action behind the scenes, like I said, trying to refinancing and stuff like that. I don't know how it's going to, because it's every month now, everything's fluctuating everywhere. It's pretty crazy, okay? Do you want to play the fucking game? Zariel has no idea what he's talking about. He still insists that he knows my entire life situation and thinks that he could solve all my problems for me.
These are the kind of people that are frustrating. The know-it-alls. I know everything about everything.
And I know that you could have a better situation. You don't know jack. You don't know anything. You don't know about my personal situation. You don't know my credit score. You don't know how much debt I have. You don't know anything about the housing market in Connecticut. You know nothing.
Oniony, salty aftertaste in my mouth. All I can taste is the saltiness.
But you think you're know-it-all, and just because you think you have a little bit of fucking knowledge about something, you think that you know everything, man. You gotta relax. You gotta relax and just understand, you know, the things I reveal to you guys is very honest and open. I'm not making shit up.
A silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just gonna say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better.
And I'm not spinning shit. I'm just being very real with you guys. And a lot of people don't like that. My God, why would Phil spend today's pre-stream talking about this stuff? Because someone asked, you know? And that's why, you know? But that's why I don't go on and on and on about this shit constantly. I'm not going to, you know? It's a waste of everyone's time for me to be constantly harping on it. I know last year, like I said, last year was a year that was real shitty because I had a state back taxes situation and all that shit going on. And it was not very pretty, and that's why this year, even though financially this year things have been very rough for me, I haven't been sharing that information with you guys because I don't want to inundate you with that shit constantly. You know what I mean? But, you know, being a know-it-all like that doesn't help anything. Oh, I just know that Phil could be doing things better, but he just refuses to do it. I mean, that's nuts. Yes, you're right. There's so many ways things could be better, but I just refuse. You're right. I refuse to have a better situation for myself. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God, these people. Anyway, let's continue.
This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control. Like, I mean, talk about greed and talk about not caring about your customer base. It's ridiculous. It really is.
T-Dubs just cheered and said, sorry you have to deal with this. Let's be clear. You say, not playing Fallout 76, fan of the franchise, it's a cash grab, and a co-op will fade, it's least worth $60, and you're skipping it. You said all that in one single tweet. I don't understand why people aren't satisfied with that answer. You could have just said not playing it and not sharing my reason, but you know they would just move the goalpost. That's right. If I didn't give a justification for not playing a game, then I can tell you exactly, okay? I can tell you right now, I can tell you right now what the deal is.
People would say, oh, Phil doesn't justify anything. He's really shooting himself in the foot. He doesn't listen to the fans, and he's not playing what we want to see. Therefore, he's a dinosaur, and he doesn't listen to feedback. See, he's a hypocrite. He said he listens. He doesn't listen. You're not a real gamer.
That's what happens. That you're right. They move the goalpost. Do one thing. Oh, that's not good enough. Do another thing. Oh, you did. You know, why are you trying to justify not playing these games? Just say, just don't play them. What the hell is going on?
I got no friggin' horse. No horse and no money.
Third Eye the Third just cheered. He said, I feel bad for Kekken and what's happening in his stream right now. You know who set his sights on him and is stealing his content now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
If anything, that just goes to show the guy's a scumbag. He does it to anyone. It's not just, oh, I'm trying to prove a point by stealing Phil's content. No, he'll do it to anyone because he's a fucking no-talent loser. Sorry for fucking what? You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself. Help! No. 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 That's not how life works. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.